Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you, and thankfully today we're not talking about graphics cards. We're going to talk about a brand new AIO from BeQuiet. It is the Silent Loop 3, so it's the third generation. Now I've got the 420mm model, which means you get three 140mm Silent Loop fans. And I'm a big fan. Now this is my AIO and air-cooled, basically my heatsink test rig. And I've actually got BeQuiet fans in the rig anyway. I've got the Silent Loop 4, Silent Wings 4's fans actually as intake, and then one of the 120s as an exhaust. Also, weirdly, just if you go back and look at my AMD videos, I use a BeQuiet cooler in that as well. So I'm a big fan of these. Now, it's a little bit more understated. It's not very flashy, no screen or anything. And because of that, it means that the price is a lot lower than some of the crazy coolers that we've seen being popping up recently. It's €174 for the 420, which I have. The 360 is €164. And the 240 is €139. I've only got euro prices because they're not in stores yet, so I don't know what GBP or USD prices are going to be. Now, I have tested this, so we will be talking about performance, excuse me, but I do want to say it's got a powerful 3-chamber pump design. I'll pop it up so that you can have a look quickly as well. But in reality, the design and the ARGB on it was something that when I first saw pictures, I didn't like. I'm just going to say it's a grower. And that, yes, that is what she said, but the more I sat beside this, the more I really appreciated the simplicity. And weirdly, I kind of liked the lights moving around on it as well, where it seemed to go through the grills. Now, the design with the grills can only go one way up. You can't take it off and turn it around or anything like that. If you want to do it the other way around, then you can't turn the logo around. And that was the one thing about it that I thought was a bit sad. But they've probably done this for, you know, a reason. It's probably to keep it cheaper. It's probably what it boils down to. Now, one of the things you can do with the BeQuiet coolers is, quite strangely, top them up. There is a little fill hole on the radiator. It's actually at the front and on the other side with the way that this is fitted. And that was something I did want to bring up, is if this is how you have to fit it, then surely the fill port would have been better on the outside so that you could have done it in situ in the case. Whereas with this as it is now, you would have to completely remove it. Now, I know you would be putting your system at risk to chuck some water around with it fitted, but I still think it could have been made that little bit easier because it would have been miles away from the actual electrical stuff. And if it's disassembled away from the electric, I just think that they could have done, because I could have easily filled mine if it was just on the other side of the radiator. So just a minor niggle. Now, performance. We test 1,000, 1,500 and at maximum speeds. And you can see that it is at the bottom of the graphs throughout, which means it has performed amicably. The room temperature, you can see in the graphs, is around 21 degrees. So it was just a normal setup. I was benching graphics cards in the room at the same time. So I didn't make its life particularly easy. You can also see the fact that it wasn't in a chilled room or anything like that. But the point is, the coolers that are below it and some of them that are above it are actually way more expensive as well. So the fact it comes in at sort of those kind of aggressive prices is a very big statement. And the other thing to remember as well, if you buy the fans individually, they really aren't cheap to buy either. So I actually think that the Silent Loop, for those of you out there that just want something that's going to work, you're not looking for a flashy screen or anything like that, you want quiet, but you want to be able to push the limits sometime as well, this genuinely is an amazing cooler for the money and definitely deserves at least some thought to go into it. If you're building a black rig and you like BeQuiet stuff, maybe you're getting a BeQuiet case, or you just like their fans, it definitely should be on your shortlist. But for now, at least, I need to get back to testing even more graphics cards. But thank you, BeQuiet, for giving me something different to do in the first half of the year. But for now, at least, this has been the tiniest one with another video for you out. Bing!